At this point in time, we ask you to please stand at attention for the national anthem of our Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you remain standing for the Olympic hymn. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We begin tonight's awards with a reflection of Team TTO's special moments in 2023. Please direct your attention to our screen. So once again, it would have been a fantastic year for Team TTO, representing in so many different meets and competitions all around the world. Truly a year that we can be proud of each and every single one of our athletes that shone so bright and represented the red, white, and black for Team TTO. So once again, we direct your attention to the screen as we get ready to celebrate the moments. But before we get into the moments, we want to welcome representatives of the Tobago House of Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of government ministries, heads of our protective services, representatives of the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, chairmen and executives of state agencies, members of the board, as well as staff of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, our star athletes, corporate sponsors, members of the media, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Nice, I love the welcome, warm welcome. Welcome to the 29th Annual Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee Awards Ceremony 2023. Let's hear it for our athletes. Let's hear it for Team TTOC. We extend our welcome to viewers and listeners at home as well as those online. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Hans Devines, and this evening I am delighted to welcome to the stage to share the presenter's duties. Please welcome Ms. Jarrell Forbes.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once more, and thank you, Hans. I'm delighted to be a part of the TTOC's 29th Annual Awards. This evening's program is a marquee event of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee. Outstanding achievers in sports will be recognized for their tour of duty. We extend a special welcome to our national athletes who are present with us here at the Hyatt Regency, Trinidad. Let's hear it for all our athletes.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the awards are presented, we pause briefly now to remember those sporting personalities who have passed this year. We remember our colleagues and achievers for their commitment and passion to country and sporting disciplines in our remembrance tribute. Here is our short remembrance video.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture.
We remember them all. To the families and friends of our beloved sport colleagues, we are truly sorry for your loss. Now, it is time for the first group of awards for 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, the Junior Sportsman and Sportswoman Awards are presented for outstanding achievement in competition during the year by an individual under the age of 20. The nominees excelled or were the outstanding performers in an Olympic discipline.
We begin this evening with the Junior Sportswoman of the Year Award. And I invite TNT Olympic Committee Treasurer, Mr. Curtis Nero, to present the award.
Please welcome him with some applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Junior Sportswoman of the Year is Sana Frederick.
We'd like to welcome her family member, Lester Osuna, to collect on her behalf.
Now, Ms. Frederick, at just 17 years old, placed third in the girls under 20 100-meter event at the 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. She placed first in the girls under 20 200-meter and third in the girls under 20 100-meter event at the Carifta Games in Bahamas. Second in the girls under 20 4x100 relay at the Carifta Games. Second in the girls under 24 by 400 meter relay at the Carifta Games National Stadium, Bahamas. And second in the women's 4x100 meter relay with a team time of 43.43 at the CAC Games San Salvador. Let's hear it once more. Our winner, Sana Frederick.
Congratulations to Sana Frederick. And now for the Junior Sportsman of the Year Award. Now, for the Junior Sportsman Award. In 2023, the winner is Nikolai Blackman. We invite his father, Bertrand Blackman, to collect on his behalf. Amongst his many achievements, Nikolai Blackman's highlight for 2023 came when he won a silver medal in the 200-meter freestyle and a bronze medal in the 4x100-meter freestyle at the CAC Games in San Salvador in a senior competition. He successfully achieved 3 gold medals in the 50-meter freestyle, 100-meter freestyle, and 200-meter freestyle at Trinidad 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games. He broke 2 records in the 50 and 100-meter freestyle at FINA, won a gold medal in 50-meter freestyle, placed 6th in 100-meter freestyle A finals, and first place in 200-meter freestyle B finals at the World Aquatic Junior Swimming Championships. Other recognitions included 14 medals at National Short Course Age Group, 15 medals at Carifta, and many other accolades throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate Nikolai Blackman. And his mother is also on stage. His parents. Thank you very much, Mr. Nero, and congratulations to Sana Frederick and Nikolai Blackman. Up next, we have the Sport Personality of the Year Award. This is for an individual whose contribution during the year was pivotal to the outstanding sporting achievement of an affiliate. This award does not rest on one achievement during the year, but acknowledges sustained outstanding activity. And now, for the Sport Personality Award, we invite Executive Member Mrs. Raquel Moses to present this award. Please welcome Mrs. Moses. All right, Mrs. Moses is not with us this evening. So we would like to actually welcome from the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Acting Permanent Secretary, Mr. David Roberts, to join us on stage to present this award. Please welcome Mr. Roberts.
The Sports Personality of the Year Award goes to the 3x3 basketball team, Akil Boyd, Akil Boyd, Akeem Boyd, Chike Augustin, Mariba De Freitas. And for the first time in history, NBFTT 3x3 basketball team is receiving such a prestigious award for their achievements for the 2023 period. The team consists of Akil and Akeem Boyd, Chike Augustin, and Mariba De Freitas, who captured the hearts of many citizens within the country, as well as lots of Chileans during the Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile. Their personality and their passion, both on and off the field, speaks volumes, as they have been a sense of hope to many youngsters, especially within the basketball fraternity. So let's hear it once more. The Sports Personality of the Year Award goes to the 3x3 basketball team.
Mr. Alexis Brown from the National Basketball Federation of Trinidad and Tobago collected on their behalf. Thank you very much and congratulations to these young men, as well as thank you very much, Mr. Roberts, for filling in. Ladies and gentlemen, so far we have a few of our awardees for the first part of this evening's program. Congratulations to Sana Frederick, Junior Sportswoman of the Year, Nikolai Blackman, Junior Sportman of the Year, and our 3x3 basketball team, Sports Personality. Let's get a round of applause for our winners thus far. Our first speaker is a generalist in sport, coming with a broad spectrum of sporting experience in athleticism and administration, bringing over 30-plus years of sporting knowledge to the arena. Having played approximately 6 sports in her training and competition years: track and field, swimming, netball, cycling, track, road, and mountain bike, plus triathlon, dragon boat, and the martial art Wushu Kwan, she understands the need of being an athlete. In addition to participation, she volunteered on several bodies she was affiliated with, adding value as a member, at the same time creating knowledge and developing expertise in a variety of portfolios. Committee member with the Trinidad and Tobago Road Runners Club from 1985 to 2003. Committee member with the NAAA TT 1990 to 1993. Trailblazer, leading the line of female executive members who contributed to its progress to today. IAAF track and field coach and technical official 1996 and 7 at several regional games. President for 2 years and executive member of Trinidad and Tobago Federation, Triathlon Federation over a span of 15 years.
Continues with elected member on the World Triathlon Multisports Committee, January 2021 to 2024. Committee member on the Trinidad and Tobago Marathon Committee, 2005 to 2008. Chairperson on the TTMC from 2009 to 2022, achieving a 40-year milestone national event. Nominee for the Whitco Sports Award 2001 in the sport of triathlon. Team member on the 2020 Vision Panel for High Performance with D. Murray, L. Romani, and R. Timke, now deceased. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology in 2016 and chef de mission on 4 occasions, Pan Am Games 2015, 2019, and 2021 Junior. Commonwealth Games, Gold Coast 2018, and assistant chef in Glasgow 2014. Whew.
Yeah.
10 years on the TTOC, TTCGA, TTSBGA has allowed her the privilege of understanding the workings of the TTOC, which are complex and is critical for its stability over this 3-year term. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to address you, clearly extremely qualified, the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, Ms. Diane Henderson.
Good evening. Mr. Roberts, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Sport and Community Development. DPS, Beverly Reed Samuel, thank you for being here this evening. Mrs. Annette Knott, our Secretary General of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, as well as our executive board members. Representatives of the Tobago House of Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of the government ministries, head of protective services, representatives of the sport company, Mr. Camacho is here, welcome, chairmen and executives of state agencies, members of the board, staff of the TTOC, our star athletes, corporate sponsors, members of the media. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guest athletes and advocates for positive change through sports. Welcome to this remarkable evening dedicated to celebrating the achievements of our athletes in 2023, as well as recognizing the transformative power of sport beyond competition. It is an immense pleasure to stand before you as we acknowledge and honor those who have passionately contributed to bringing recognition to the red, black, and white in Trinidad and Tobago. Using the phrase from the International Olympic Committee, Olympism seeks to create a way of life based on the joy of effort, the educational value of good example, social responsibility, and respect for universal, fundamental ethical principles. Tonight, we gather not just to recognize sporting achievements, but to underscore the profound impact that sports can have on shaping individuals, communities, and fostering a more harmonious world. The Central American and Caribbean Games held in June to July fielded a team of 249 persons. Notwithstanding the limited return to sport post-COVID-19, athletes performed creditably, providing Team TTO with 19 medals, 8 gold, 7 silver, and 4 bronze in aquatics, cycling, athletics, boxing, chess, and team sports, netball, and hockey. The Pan Am Games followed in October to November, providing 4 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze, giving athletes the experience of increased competition. This could not be possible without the support of the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, with which support for travel was necessary with a team of this size. Trinbago 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games sealed the realization that we as a people can create, execute, and champion any event we deem to visualize. The impact of the Games internationally is still reaping rewards and shall continue to do so as many continue to express its benefits to youth and the country as a whole. We thank immediate past President Brian Lewis for his vision, the entire team who worked tirelessly to ensure success, the volunteers without whom the Games would not be possible, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, and Sport TT for their undying support and partnership. A special thank you for the Honorable Minister Shamfa Kajo for her belief in the vision and in the TTOC. As clearly demonstrated in Tobago 2023 CYG, the future of any society lies in the hands of its youth, and through sports, we have a unique opportunity to instill values that extend far beyond athletic prowess. As we honor the winners, let us recognize the need for more effort in the development of physical activity programs, mentorship, education, and guidance to our young generations. By investing in youth development programs, we sow the seeds for a more resilient, responsible, and united future. One crucial aspect that cannot be overlooked is the need for recreational spaces. In a fast-paced world where urbanization and digitalization often take precedence, it is essential to recognize the importance of creating spaces that facilitate physical activity, play, and community interaction. Recreational spaces serve as a foundation for grassroots sports, providing a platform for individuals to discover their talents, form lasting connections, and engage in healthy, active lifestyles. Our commitment to sport for development must include dedication not only to the creation, but preservation of these spaces, ensuring they remain accessible to all, regardless of age or background. Moreover, let us not forget the concept of legacy. The impact of sports is not confined to the present, it ripples through time, leaving a lasting legacy for generations to come. Our recipient tonight for the Alexander B. Chapman Award has not only excelled in their own athletic pursuits, but has dedicated their post-competitive years to coaching, mentorship, and philanthropy. This commitment to legacy ensures that the positive influence of sports endures, shaping the character and aspirations of those who follow in their footsteps. In conclusion, as we celebrate the achievements of tonight's awardees, let us invest in the development of our youth, advocate for the creation of more recreational spaces, and embrace the responsibility of leaving a lasting legacy through sports. The journey toward a world enriched by sports for life and development is a collective responsibility that transcends individual accomplishments. It calls upon each of us, athletes, coaches, parents, community leaders, sporting organizations, policymakers, and citizens to contribute our efforts and resources toward the common goal of fostering a healthier, more united society. Recognizing the profound impact that sports can have on individual lives and entire communities, we must stand together in promoting the values of Olympism, also recognizing safeguarding mental health and our environment. These are not mere aspirations, they are guiding principles that require our collective commitment to make a tangible difference in our country and the world as an extension. As we approach 2024 and the Olympic Games, we challenge our young athletes to dream big and work hard for the approaching cycle to 2028 and beyond. As we honor tonight's awardees, let us remember that the positive transformation we seek is a shared endeavor. Through collaborative action, we can build a future where youth development is prioritized, recreational spaces are abundant, and the legacy of sports resonates across generations. It is only through this collective responsibility that we can truly harness the full potential of sports to create a lasting impact on individuals, communities, and Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, and congratulations to all the deserving awardees who inspire us to continue the journey together. Thank you.
Love those inspirational words from our TTOC president, speaking of the way that the success transcends so many lives and involves so many different individuals being part of making the successes happen. And speaking of successes, let's look back at some of the successes of Team TTO in 2023. To our administrators, support staff, and our star athletes, we say congratulations once again on a fantastic 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, we now turn our attention to two senior sport awards, the Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year. Athletes should have excelled or have been the outstanding performers in an Olympic discipline, where such activity is capable of being assessed by measurement or international/regional ranking. High achievement may be given greater weight than achievement of medals in competition.
We begin with the Sportswoman of the Year Award 2023, and it is my pleasure to invite the Vice President, Mr. Rhea Richardson, to present the award.
Miss Rhea Richardson to present the award.
That makes sense. Nice. The 2023 Sportswoman of the Year Award goes to Michelle Lee Aib. This year, Michelle came first place in the women's 100-meter race at the NGC NAATT Open Championship at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, Port of Spain. Third in the women's 100-meter at the Pan American Games, Santiago, Chile. Third in the women's 100-meter race at the Hungarian GP Series in Budapest. Third in the women's 100-meter race at Hungary GP Series Nyíregyháza. And fifth place in the women's 100-meter semi-final race at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. Let's hear it once more for Michelle Lee Aib.
And thank you very much to Miss Rhea Richardson. We will now have the presentation of the Sportsman of the Year Award, and we invite Vice President Mr. Ephraim Serrett to present this award. Mr. Serrett, please join us. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Senior Sportsman of the Year goes to Nicholas Paul. We invite his father, Mr. Darren Paul, on stage to collect on his behalf. This year, Nicholas placed first in the men's track sprint at the Pan Am Games 2023. Second in the men's carrying and a new track record at the Pan American Games, Santiago, Chile. First place in the men's match sprint and third in the men's team sprint at the CAC Games at El Salvador. Second place in the men's match sprint at the UCI World Track Championship. First place in the men's sprint at the UCI Nations Cup in Milton, Canada. Third place in the men's carrying at the UCI Nations Cup in Milton, Canada. First place in the men's sprint event at the Speed Paradise. First place in the men's sprint event at the Festival of Speed. First place at the men's sprint event time trial at the National Track Championships, as well as first place at the men's carrying event time trial at the National Track Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Nicholas Paul. Thank you very much to Mr. Serrett and Ms. Richardson, and congratulations again to Michelle Lee Aib, Sportwoman of the Year, and Nicholas Paul, Sportman of the Year. Let's hear a round of applause for these amazing individuals.
It is now time for the feature address at this evening's award ceremony. She is a racing cyclist who currently rides for the UCI women's team, Team JACO AIU. In 2018, she won 4 medals at the 2018 Central American and Caribbean Games. The next year, she won the Under-23 individual time trial at the Pan American Road and Track Championships. She also won both stages, the general classification, the points classification, and the youth classification. Ladies and gentlemen, to deliver the feature address this evening, please welcome Miss Tennille Campbell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed as I greet you on this auspicious occasion. Being elite is a challenge. In life, nothing worthwhile comes easy. They say to achieve success, you must set smart goals. But to achieve and break the status quo, you must also have a pinch of madness. Throughout my career, I have been faced with numerous challenges. In my early phases as a cyclist, I was told that I am incapable, I faced biasness, I was ignored, amongst many others, because if you are not winning internationally, you do not have the potential nor deserve the investment. You must first attain the big results before reaping the awards. However, in the end, I defied all odds and became a pioneer in this sport. Who would have thought a Trinidadian would compete at the Tour de France FEMS? Not only am I the first Trinidadian, but I am also the first Black woman to compete at the Tour de France. I am the first female medalist for cycling at the CAC and Pan American Games, the first woman in the English-speaking Caribbean to compete at the Olympic Games, the first UCI World Tour cyclist, male or female, in the country, and the list goes on. In retrospect, I have broken down barriers, gave athletes hope, and showed that regardless of your background, nothing in life is far-fetched. But with glory, there also come setbacks and heartaches. Mental health, injuries, self-doubt, plateau in performances, which I have all been through. For the past 4 years, my career has been a roller coaster. Each time I brought my head above the waters, there was something trying to drown me again. Last year, I encountered the biggest wave that rocked my ship. Sustaining 2 major injuries within 8 months. In March, I crashed and shattered my teeth. An implant was required and also a root canal. And I was also placed on a liquid diet. In the process, I also developed a gum abscess. These circumstances affected my performance and team selection with my team. Nonetheless, I managed to turn those sour grapes into juice during the summer. I came 7th at the Commonwealth Games time trial and narrowly missed out on a medal in the road race. Subsequently, making my return to track cycling at the Pan American Track Championships in Lima, Peru, where I won 3 medals and qualified a spot for the Track World Championships. But the worst was yet to come. In late October, I crashed again and was diagnosed with a partial rupture to my patella tendon with a fracture to my osgood scalatal bone. Get up, get up. I can't, it's really bad. Somebody call the medic. I sat on that hot pitch, and the moment I saw how deep my knee was busted open, I said, Lord, help me. This is not it, this is not it. My cycling career cannot end here. What I experienced in the next 12 hours was a story by itself. All I can say is that I discharged myself from the hospital, then got stuck in Santo Domingo with Kevin Tinto, my brother Akil, and an angel named Monique. I cried long crocodile tears when I found out that I could potentially be out of competition for 8 months and miss qualification for Paris 2024. From initially hearing in Santo Domingo that it's just a deep wound with a small chip on my knee to out of competition for 8 months. No, just no, I am not accepting this. I did not know how, but I knew I needed to get back up and to get back up on time. There was no questioning God at that time. I accepted the cards that were dealt, and I worked tirelessly towards my return to competition. Every day was a nauseous feeling in attempts to get my body back to normality. Nothing can compare to the pain I felt, that rage building inside of me, the anxiety. To think that 10 months ago, I could not walk and lost my muscles. 10 months ago, I could not turn a pedal on my bike. 10 months ago, I could have died. 10 months ago, I was told that I would miss 3/4 of my cycling season and not to expect my full strength when I return. Only to rise above and turn 8 months of rehabilitation into 5. Then to fall short of Olympic time trial qualification by 14 seconds, to fall short of automatic Olympic selection by holding on to a trauma and the fear of crashing again. So, how am I supposed to deal with what people will think of me? The disappointment they will feel. Have I failed myself and my country? I have defied all odds, and in the end, I succumbed to fear and missed my biggest target. I seek comfort in the fact that I gave it my best shot, and it was simply not my time. Physically, I was partially recovered. Mentally, I was not. I have learned to appreciate where I am in my journey, even if it's not where I had hoped to be. For every season serves its purpose, and every man has his day. Mine will return. To every athlete, to every person in this room, remember, you can start late, you can start over, you can lose it all, fail again and again, yet still succeed. It always gets harder right before you level up. In conclusion, challenges will always present itself, but nothing can stop you from achieving once you have the right mental attitude. For your attitude will determine your altitude. Thank you.
As a feature address, there's no other way to really encapsulate what athletes really do endure when they make the choice to represent Trinidad and Tobago and to represent themselves and to represent their teams. It is important, it is empowering, and it is beautiful to witness. Can we hear it once more for our feature address?
Tennille Campbell, indeed. True example of what is possible. And we look forward to future greatness from you and continued greatness from you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we resume the presentation of awards, we now present the People's Choice Award. This category afforded the general public an opportunity to vote online for their national athlete.
I think it's only fitting now. Tennille, can we invite you back on stage to give the next award? Yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, The People's Choice Award goes to Nicholas Paul.
Once again, we invite his father, Darren Paul, to receive on his behalf.
Thank you to Neil, and congratulations once more to Nicholas Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next award celebrates the leadership of an individual, team, or organization demonstrating outstanding commitment to the encouragement, development, and motivation of women in sport. The award also draws attention to valuable contributions, showcasing women in a positive and progressive way, or being a spokesperson or advocate for the prominence of women in the sporting world. We will now have the presentation of the Future is Female Award, and we invite Ms. Diane Henderson, President of TTOC, to present this award. Let's welcome our President.
Your 2023 Future is Female Award goes to Alexi Costa Ramirez. So collecting on behalf of Alexi is her mother, Esther Costa, and Alexi Ramirez placed first in the women's scratch race and third in the Omnium at the Caribbean Track Championships 2023. She placed second in the women's Omnium at the Elite Pan American Track Championships 2023, fourth in the women's Omnium at the Pan American Games Santiago, Chile, second in the women's UCI points race, third at the UCI Kieran, second in the elimination, second in the UCI scratch, and third in the UCI Madison at the Easter Grand Prix 2023, and first in the women's time trial and in the road race at the National Road Championships 2023. Again, your Future is Female Award goes to Alexi Costa Ramirez.
Congratulations to Alexi Costa Ramirez, and thank you, Ms. Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we announce a special award. Special recognition regarding the Commonwealth Youth Games that recognizes outstanding achievement, resilience, and dedication. This award is a testament to the hard work and commitment of an individual who has made a significant impact. We are honored to celebrate his accomplishments and share this moment with you all as we invite the Honorary Secretary General, Annette Knott, to present this award. Please welcome Annette Knott. This very special award goes to Mr. Brian Lewis. A visionary leader, an advocate for youth and young people's development, a solution-oriented individual, a mentor, a father, an uncle to some, and a friend to many. The man who made a vision of hosting one of the biggest youth-driven, focused multi-sport events to Trinidad and Tobago. He made it come to life after helping to win the bid to host the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023 in 2019. Currently serving as immediate past president of the TTOC, his strategic leadership and management as being a change agent for always putting youth and young people's development first has been recognized not only by the TTOC, but regionally and internationally. His vision of hosting such a games came about from wanting to create an incentive, an avenue for young people to challenge themselves, building the confidence towards obtaining excellence through sport and achieving 10 or more Olympic gold medals by the year 2024. Hashtag 10 Gold 2024. He also walked the talk by creating other incentives like medal bonus for rewards athlete welfare and preparation funds, amongst others.
A man who recognized the societal challenges for youth and young people across Trinidad and Tobago. He wanted to have the games as a beacon of hope that young people can strive and be adventurous while taking ownership of anything they set their minds to. Tonight, the TTOC recognizes Mr. Brian Lewis, known by many for all of his hard work, strategic guidance, and support for not just bringing the biggest youth games to us here in Trinidad and Tobago, but also for his passion and the drive he has for young people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate Mr. Brian Lewis.
Congratulations, Mr. Brian Lewis. Continue to inspire so many of us, and we thank you for continuously being true to yourself and standing by your beliefs and really pushing sport in Trinidad and Tobago forward. Let's hear it once again for Mr. Brian Lewis. Oh. And thank you again to Mrs. Knott. Mrs. Knott, please don't go too far. We need you on stage for the final award of the night.
And our final award for the night is the Alexander B. Chapman Award. Now, Mr. Alexander Chapman is an honorary life member of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, honorary vice president of the Central American and Caribbean Sports Organization, and life vice president of the Commonwealth Games Federation.
The Alexander B. Chapman Award is presented for outstanding contribution to sport and Olympism, particularly in the promotion of Olympic ideals. It recognizes achievements that epitomize the fundamental principles of Olympism as found in the Olympic Charter. Ladies and gentlemen, this award holds pride of place in the TTOC's annual awards ceremony. The Alexander B. Chapman Award goes to Miss Lorraine Bolan Van Druten. Former national swimmer, Lorraine Bolan Van Druten was an experienced teacher by profession with over 50 years of teaching children at the primary school level, a qualified swimming and water polo coach with 53 years of coaching experience within communities and other different schools, clubs, inclusive of Trinity Boys, Bishop Ansley Junior School, and others. She coached in clubs such as Blue Dolphins, Aqua Lads, and Lasses, just to name a few. She's always had a passion for the holistic development of children, both on and off the field of sport. She interacted, taught, and coached with children between the ages of 3 to 17 years old.
As a national coach, she also has had a lot of successful national swimmers through her programs. Her goal has been and continues to be to help children to set their goals, to encourage discipline, while guiding them to build their confidence as well as team spirit to promote respect, especially for others, and commitment to reaching their best potential and achieving their goals. The epitome of Olympism. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Miss Bolan Van Druten.
You know, it's a full circle moment for me, to be very honest. Miss Van Druten was actually one of my primary school teachers, and she was the one that taught me to swim.
Receipts. We like receipts.
Yeah.
Evidence.
So again, congratulations to Miss Lorraine Bolan Van Druten, and we say thank you again to Mrs. Knott. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present each of the 2023 TTOC awardees to you, and we begin with the junior sportswoman, Sana Frederick. The junior sportsman, Nikolai Blackman. The sports personality, our 3x3 basketball team. The future is female, Alexi Costa Ramirez.
Senior female, we have Michelle Lee Aye. The senior males, Nicholas Paul, as well as the People's Choice, Nicholas Paul. Special CYG Award, Mr. Brian Lewis. and the Alexander B. Chapman awardee, Miss Lauren Boland Van Druten. These, ladies and gentlemen, are 2023 TTOC awardees. They are now center stage, and we want them to get a nice group picture.
Of course, we'd like to welcome the TTOC President Diane Henderson on stage as well for this moment that we would love to capture. We thank our audiences on radio and online, and we bid you a good night. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask you to sit for a brief moment as all of our awardees on stage capture those moments with your own phones. As we celebrate greatness in terms of athleticism and contribution to sport here tonight. Hold on 1 second. We just need to get the award for Mr. Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's hear it for our TTOC awardees for 2023.
Thank you, awardees. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now invited to join us for light refreshments, and you will soon have an opportunity to interact with our 2023 awardees.
On behalf of Jarrell and I, thank you all and good night.